Paul, what are you doing? I'm doing a job.
Are you doing a job?
I'm doing a job. Well, look, poor Vivi needs a man around the house.
Who's going to say?
Poor Vivi.
I think it's amazing that she's kept everything that's anything hard and difficult for us to do when we come down.
Well, she knows we'll help her because she's all on her own. She's only a woman.
I won't go over to Vivi because Vivi's naked sitting in the chair.
Oh, man.
Maybe a quick look, Vivi. Look at this. Look.
I've literally been kicked out of my bed. This is the put me up bed in order that the man can fix the headboard. I can't go on. I'm just a feeble damsel.
Don't be taking pictures of my bum, Paul. They've already had a treat this week. On my OnlyFans page. No, Paul. Honestly, you wouldn't do that to a woman, would you?
No.
I'm fiddling. What are you doing?
I'm putting your headboard on your Z bed, your
Thank you.
J bed.
And then when it's closed, the headboard becomes a sort of a shelf on the top. So it's going to stop dust going on it.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Have you put the wheels on yet? The casters?
The what?
The casters.
We said something else then.
He needs the castanets. What do you think he's...
Casters go...
It sounded like something else.
Down here somewhere, so we're going to do that. Well, Richard's going to do that.
When it got unfolded, the casters were actually under the mattress. So Richard tried it out first, didn't feel the casters because he's not a princess. I then tried it out and went, oh, what's that lump? Pulled out a bag of casters. They're quite big. Show the casters, Richard.
They are. Have you got the bag of casters?
I've got my hands full at the moment.
I felt the casters because I am a princess.
There's the casters.
They were under the mattress.
They were under there. And then Richard was on top and he didn't feel them whatsoever. They're pretty bulky, look.
Oh, Richard didn't feel the casters. Oh, God.
And here's the instructions that Richard's following, being, the man that is needed. So, yeah, there we are.
It's quite fiddly.
Quite fiddly. Well, we're going to go now.
I'll get it to go in.
Richard can do a photograph of it finished and completed, which you can then download from Coffee later.
I don't think people want photographs of me fixing a... Anyway.
Right, we're going now. Bye.
Bye.
Say bye, Richard.
Bye, Richard.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Paul. Well, good afternoon. Guess where we are? Yeah.
I did the wrong one.
What were you going to do? A different face?
No, I was in the wrong hole.
You were in the wrong hole.
I was up there and then I was, oh no, I've got to go down there.
You've got to look there.
Yeah, I know, but
that one there.
It's very dissimilar to my camera.
I know. You've got an old style camera with a huge lens, which is about 50 years old.
And it's run on rocks.
And urine.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to say you're in the picture. No, you meant urine as in urine.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Look, and Paul is here too.
Hello, Paul.
We're down in Swanage. I haven't got an arm long enough
Swanage, how I love you, my own dear Swanage.
Is that the national anthem of Swanage?
It is. They all sing it as they row out into the bay.
So, Vivi,
yes,
tell the viewers where we've been today.
Oh, we've had a lovely walk this morning to Peveril Point.
Peveril Point. And
via the down. We went the back way up onto the down. We nearly went to Delston Castle by mistake. We didn't. Yes, we followed the ridge of the down, came down to the point of Peveril Point, looking back across Peveril Bay and looking over to Swanage Bay and into the far, far, far distance, looking all the way over to Poole and Bournemouth.
It
Past
was
Old Home
spectacular.
Rocks. Gorgeous.
Very spectacular. There's going to be some photos on our social media as usual.
And in your shop.
Well, hopefully, if I've got a couple that I really like, then they'll be
Actually,
available.
they are beautiful. They're really beautiful. It's
Thank
a gorgeous,
you.
It's a gorgeous spot. It's hard to not take gorgeous pictures.
Yeah.
But also, I think the weather today was just perfect. Good, clear, bright light, but then moments of cloud and contrast. So yeah, it's gorgeous.
It was. And it was a good walk.
We're windswept. And oh yeah, it was hard work.
And you did well.
It was hard work on my little knee, please.
Can you go on?
I can't go on.
No. Poor Vivi.
So, but we came at it from the top. So it's the southwest coast path. So we started high,
Yeah.
and then we've come lower and lower until we get back down to sea level. And the tide was just far enough out for us to not get wet feet. They got a bit wet on the way back though, didn't they? There were a couple of puddles to splash in. So yeah, it's quite rough terrain.
Yeah. Very
But-
hilly. The whole area is crazily hilly. And of course, we've got the now famous Cardiac Hill.
But when you
Yes.
first come onto the down, a lot of it is left wild, but the pathways are from sort of very short mown grass. So it's quite a gentle walk, isn't it, on the grass? It's got
lovely.
that nice soft, it's lovely. And
Yeah.
the sea, or you look one way, there's the sea in Swanage Bay. Look the other way, there's the sea in Peveril Bay. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, spectacular scenery and just beautiful. There's so many wildflowers. The environment is pretty much pristine.
Yeah.
Really, is
Oh,
it
and birds.
is it a
Clean.
protected environment?
Almost the entirety of Purbeck is protected.
Yeah.
In some form or another, whether it's an area of special scientific interest, or the designated area of outstanding natural beauty. There are so many designations for the whole area that literally the minute you get out of Swanage, it's just beauty, countryside, the sea. I chose the right spot. Oh, and tell us
You
about
did.
the birds we saw. The hawk of some description.
Paul, now you saw a hawk, didn't you?
Yeah, it looked like a peregrine falcon, and it was hovering really sort of perfectly, and it was lovely. It definitely wasn't a red kite. We haven't seen any red kites down here at all. And then we saw a cormorant or a shag warming itself on a post. You got a really fantastic photo of that, didn't you?
I did. Yeah,
really,
it was
really
very
fabulous
nice.
photo.
On the wreckage of the old pier.
And also, there's a huge number of sparrows. You were talking about sparrows in the
Sparrows
garden.
twittering. But also, I think when we were right up at the top of the down, when we were just coming out from the trees, the bird sound, I recorded a bit too. You can get that Merlin app where you can hear.
Yeah.
But there were, we should have got you to play it up there. Because there were so many twitterings and tweetings that I didn't recognise. It was just this glorious cacophony of joyful bird sound.
It
Just
is
beautiful.
an amazing app.
Yeah.
Paul,
Because it does it in real time. You record it and it tells you what's singing at that particular point.
Would it work if we played my footage back
Yeah.
and turned your phone on?
Yeah, it would.
That's what we can do.
It would.
And then I can put notes in my description to say what we were hearing.
Because when we were in up at Aston Rowant, I filmed something and got some sound. That was what I was trying to get. And I couldn't work out what it was. But when I then played it with the Merlin app, it told me what it was.
Oh, there you go.
After we finish this, that's what we're doing.
That's our next
Yeah.
project.
That's our next project.
As well as changing a light bulb in the outside light.
How many idiots does it take to change a light bulb? One,
I
two,
don't
three.
think you've got the right light bulb.
No, I don't think I've got the
I
right
really
light.
don't. Well, maybe you just need to replace them.
The switches on.
They're
it,
sensor lights, aren't they?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah,
Because
because
it's got
underneath
the-
there's a
Is that
little
those little
sensor.
blobby
Yeah.
bits?
Yeah.
They're ugly anyway, but also I'd rather go solo, not solo.
Solar.
I want to go solo. Go
Solar.
now. I've had enough of you. Go.
Bye then.
No, solar.
Yeah.
Solar, like an
Yeah, why
iron
not?
lily.
If it gets enough light.
But I could put the solar pickup, the panel
Higher
bigger.
up.
I could put that on the other side of the garden.
It can't be too far away.
It's got to be wired.
Oh, I thought it was all.
It's not
I thought it was all
wireless.
blimmin' Alexa these days. Alexa, turn the solar lights on. Alexa, do the weeding. Alexa, what time should I start my live?
So yeah,
You did actually. You did ask Alexa to do something yesterday.
Look, I did.
Yeah.
It was automatic. But
Alexa, what time is it in my house?
Alexa,
in my
what's the
house that
weather?
doesn't have a wire in it.
I can't help it if you're backwards with technology.
Yeah, and when all the power goes down and all the satellites crash into each other in the space thing and burn up,
Yeah.
I'll still be knowledgeable and gathering knowledge because I've got my Encyclopedia Britannica, 1979.
Well, I've got a wind-up radio. Okay.
Yeah, that's not the only wind up. Anyway, yeah.
So yeah.
So we haven't done the light bulb.
No, but
We're
we
going to
can.
do it now.
We can. We
Because
do
it
now.
stopped
It's sunny.
raining.
It's sunny
Okay.
again now.
We had a shower. We had a little shower.
We thought electrics
Yeah.
outside.
Electrics don't mix. No. So
Although it might be quite funny, we could film it, and then if one of you gets a shock and gets sent flying off the ladder.
Yeah,
Do
that's true.
those
Wow.
250 quid programmes still exist? You know, the
I don't think it does.
what was it called?
Are you
Are you being
served?
served?
Who's been
Are you
framed?
being framed?
Who's been
You've
framed?
been framed.
You've been
Who's in the
framed.
frame, Roger Rabbit?
You've been framed.
You've been framed,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think they exist anymore, do they? Because everyone's getting their 250 quid.
And actually,
thing.
it's quite abusive if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it
isn't
was
it?
funny.
Well, yeah. I'm one of those people that can't watch
Oh, I
people hurting themselves because I feel it in my body.
So long as you know that they're okay. Did you ever see that one of the man jumping into his kind of stiff-sided swimming pool, like a temporary swimming pool? He goes to jump in, it's covered in ice.
Oh no.
And he
So
bounces.
he just bounces, skid.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, you're cruel.
No, but it's only funny because we know he's okay. If he got genuinely hurt, I wouldn't laugh. Of course, if he got genuinely hurt, he just got a sore coccyx.
Well, there
Ooh,
we are.
misses.
But yeah, no. Anyway,
Yeah.
so no electrics in a rainstorm.
No.
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 Oh, the sun's gone in now.
Oh,
Yeah, we can still do it though.
I do hope it stays out. But it has been beautiful down here in Swanage. Sunny Swanage. Yeah. Lovely. We had a lovely walk yesterday as well.
A little poodle.
Yeah, a poodle down the...
You've been on the sandy beach.
Oh, we did.
Oh, I've broken my sugar thing of no sugar. Had an ice cream.
Your sugar fast.
Yeah, had an ice cream. Just didn't care. It was
Well,
gorgeous.
you know, you've
It's
got
just
to
a
treat
one-off.
this. Yeah,
And
exactly.
also, it's not like I'm not going to go back to eating sugar suddenly. It's a one-off because these two are here, and it was gorgeous. Caramel toffee.
What did you have, Paul?
I had cappuccino.
Yeah, I had
You both had
cappuccino
cappuccino,
as
didn't
well.
you? Cappuccino ice cream.
Yeah,
That was nice.
it was delicious. It was lovely. So, yeah, we're having a lovely time down here, courtesy of Vivi, in Vivi's new home.
On my new
Which is-
sofa.
Yeah, on this very comfortable new sofa, I have to say.
Tried out the new bed the other day. The what do you call it? Temporary bed, camp bed.
Yeah.
Temporary bed.
JB.
A JB.
Your JB
It's like
bed.
a camp bed. Worked great.
Yeah.
It's all been.
What, you forgetting where to look?
It's just because it's not my camera.
Well, a lot of people do this. They look at themselves and it makes
it's
them
weird,
look
isn't it?
as though they're
Because
looking away. So you have to remember, vloggers, to look into the lens. Yeah, there we are. So lovely. That's it. We just thought we'd say hello.
A quick hello.
And now we're going to do the light.
Yeah.
And we're going to do the light now, but there's some more footage to come. So enjoy. Here you go.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Say bye,
Bye for now.
Paul.
Bye.
Wave at the camera.
Bye,
Bye.
Vivi.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, sorry. And then just off that little bench. Of course, even the benches are.
So we're walking and enjoying the views here at Peveril Point. And of course, my companions are
Not the work one, the
Vivi and Paul.
Ship. The very last one, and it's coming to Swanage in, I think it's September.
Say hi to the camera,
Hi to
please.
the camera, please.
We're enjoying a beautiful day out. I'm drastically overdressed.
Which we told you.
Well, it's fine. I'd rather be warm than cold.
But you know what? There's no complaints. I mean, it's just gorgeous. The air right here is so still, but out there you can see a little bit of a breeze, perfect temperature, sunshine, sea, birds. I mean, life doesn't get much better, surely, does it? Oh, if we had cake.
Cake or sheep? Sheep?
Good morning, it's Friday morning and we are packing our things ready to leave from Vivi's down in Swanage. We've had a great time. Only a short stay, but we've seen quite a lot. And of course, Vivi knows the area absolutely back to front. What was the expression? Like the back of her hand, that's it. So she knows all the places to take us to and show us, especially the nooks and crannies. There she is. Hi.
Showing you the crooks and nannies.
I just said you've been showing us your nooks and crannies.
Yeah, but...
all the secret places.
Yeah.
Where nobody else ever
goes.
goes.
Nobody goes and nobody knows.
Yeah, and that...
Pleasure.
But, well, that's the thing, you know, and we're getting the information from somebody that knows the area really well and actually knows the history of the place. So it's an absolute pleasure. Yesterday we walked around the old town and the architecture, the little passageways, like I say, secret nooks and crannies, just beautiful. So yeah, so we're looking forward to our next trip when we'll just sit on a beach for 5 hours probably and bake in the sun. I've actually got slightly sunburned on my hand. I can't go on. It's been beautiful weather as well, so that's been a really big plus. We've had a couple of showers, but that didn't deter us at all. You know, the UK, changeable weather, especially at the coast, and of course we know that quite well from being people that have travelled to Guernsey quite a lot. So it's kind of quite similar. You get all that weather coming off the sea, and also you get the fresh sea breezes, which are gorgeous. So just lovely, a delightful mix of things. So yeah, just thought I'd say hi, and I'll see you later. Bye for now. Are you recording?
I'm recording.
So she doesn't even know how to use a smartphone.
Oh my goodness, like days and days and days of
mansplaining.
Mansplaining. So you
Poor
just but before you go, can you remind me how to wash windows again? And also, do you know what? While you're here, Paul, can you lift those boulders for me?
How does this work?
That I've already lifted.
I can't get the nipples out.
I've already moved all the boulders. I know a lot of people were concerned that I needed to wait for Paul to get here in order to lift stones and bird baths, but I did it all myself. Look, it's your macrame pot hanger.
Never called it that before.
I'm doing your bum. You've got a very nice bottom. It's nice and slimline. So this is, I've got an outdoor light here.
That's abuse.
That was me.
Also, and a matching one here, which got done yesterday, but we decided as the light was going,
it's not on the right.
Better to, you need it on the ratchet.
How do you do that?
Just you see the black bit in the middle, above the yellow band. Hold that tight and then move the base. I've been wanting to do this since I moved in, but I'm not. I mean, I'm happy to go up a ladder, but the chap's interviewing. But I did want to wait till they were here because just coming down here, the patio is really uneven, and I just don't think you want to put a ladder like this up and be right on the top of it on your own. Safety first, girls and boys. Do you feel secure up there, Richard?
I do.
Good. Paul, can you give him a wobble just to make sure it's all secure?
Because remember, I'm 6'4".
Are you?
So I'm higher up than you'll ever be.
Oh, I could so come back at that, but I shan't.
I was expecting it.
Because I'm kind. I tell you what, my arm's aching holding this thing.
You see what I have to go through?
Yeah, the pain of being a creator.
It's amazing they've all come out.
So these are
because they're not
motion sensor lights, and they'll basically come on, as you can imagine, with motion. So they're not for lighting the garden all evening, but rather motion sensors. They're hardwired, they're electric. But what I want to do for nighttime eating out here, just have a string of solar lights. But this is, it's a bit of security, isn't it? But also with the one that got done last night, they both had a hand on the other one. Just if I'm coming out the back door in winter to the compost bin, just a little bit of light stays on. How long do you reckon it stayed on? 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Couple of minutes of light to see my way from the back door.
I'm guiding.
So at home, I don't want to start an argument or a war, but at home, when it comes to things like this, the sort of DIY maintenance handyman stuff, do you split it, or does one of you tend to do more than the other?
Richard does more than me and then shouts at me for doing it wrong.
But at the same time, you're in the kitchen cooking up a fantastic, gorgeous meal for him.
Yeah.
So it all works out evenly in the end, doesn't it?
Going to the allotment of getting out of his hair.
And bringing home half the allotment in your hair.
Yeah. Rosebush. Done?
Are we nearly there yet?
Done.
Yay! Thank you so much, sweetie.
Don't blame me if it doesn't work.
Well, the last person to touch it was you, so obviously I will blame you. So graceful. Can you do like a showgirl, please? I don't know what kind of shows. What shows have you been to see?
Oh, got cramp.
Not so much Swan Lake as Duck Puddle.
Stand down. Walk.
Cut.
Cut. So we just left Vivi's and we're driving home, just driving through Swanage at the moment. Beautiful Swanage. We've had a lovely time. It feels like longer, but it's only been really a couple of days. So yeah, we've had a lovely time and I'm sure we'll be back soon.
Yeah.
We're just coming through the village of Corfe Castle, which is incredibly pretty. Oh wow, look at that. Amazing view. That is Corfe Castle. I don't know anything about Corfe Castle itself.
It's a castle and it's called Corfe.
I don't know the period. Wow, look at that. Incredible view. Beautiful. Amazing. Can't wait to visit there next time. Oh. There we are. That's probably... Sorry for moving around so much, but it's so high up.
That's really a bank, isn't it?
Yeah.
Earth.
There we are. So we've just crossed the border from Dorset into Hampshire and we're on the way towards Southampton, where we'll pick up the M27 and that will lead us on to the M3. And I think this road skirts the New Forest.
Yeah.
Which is Hampshire. There is quite a lot of traffic. It's bank holiday weekend, so I would imagine there will be quite a few people leaving work early and heading out to the countryside. So the traffic is relatively heavy. We've been caught in a couple of small jams, but nothing too bad. So we're hoping to be home in good time for me to do the live show. So the A31 has now become the M27 and has morphed into 3 lanes, and yeah, we're well on our way to Southampton now, and then we'll join the M3, which will take us home. And we're now joining the M3.
With an idiot in that Mercedes.
Yeah, with an idiot driver trying to zip around everybody, undertake, overtake, in a very dangerous fashion. We're home from Swanage, just got in. Well, not just got in, we got in about just after 5, and I think it's about 5:30 now. So we've just unpacked, put stuff away. Paul made a tea. I texted Vivi to let her know that we got home safely. It all seems a bit frantic in London after we've been away. It's always the same, you know. London's pace is, you know, people rushing all the time. We saw a car that was speeding down the road like crazy, overtaking traffic. just around the corner. That was a bit scary. But you kind of expect stuff like that to happen in London. You know, it's full of a wide variety of different people doing a wide variety of different things. Let's put it that way. We had to get the builders to move their van because they were partially blocking our driveway. So, but we're in and we're safe and sound. So, yeah. It was a good trip. We enjoyed it. It was good to get away, albeit for only a couple of days, really. And I'm just going to prepare to do the live show because it's Friday evening and it's coming up to 6. So I'm going to enjoy my tea first and then get the tablet out and get live streaming. No rest for the wicked. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow. Morning, Saturday morning. It is, 25 to 11. I've been up quite a while. I think woke up about 7. Paul's down at the plot because they've got a gate sale of plants. So he had to go down there for 9, but he was up with me at 7. Had to go to the shop to get some biscuits, had to fill up one of the urns for hot drinks, and yeah, he's helping out on the stall until potentially 3 o'clock. It's a bit of a long day, and then we've got to record Sunday chat. But I've been up since then as well, had tea, had breakfast, bowl of cereal, and then I went straight up to the computer because I was desperate to look at the Swanage pictures. Desperate. I always love it when I take a set of photos because I'm always really keen to look at them again, to enjoy them. I mean, that's the whole point of having photos, isn't it? To enjoy them. And it's a bonus if somebody else wants to buy a copy in the shop. And I'm going to be making some of the scenery available as sort of postcards from Swanage. So, but I realised that I felt quite tired this morning. And you know, whenever we go away, the day after you get back, we always feel pretty shattered. So poor Paul has had to go out and work essentially. But I'm working too. I've also got my vlog footage to put together. I've downloaded it all from the phone and the camera. That takes a while. Well, not too long, but it does take a while. And I realised, having done now, I think about 30 photos, processed 30 photos, I realised that I feel quite tired. So I'm going to treat myself to a coffee, a proper coffee, courtesy of Leonie. Thank you. Very sweet gift. I'm going to do half a cafetiere. Haven't used this coffee grinder for a long time. It's a cute little Krups one. This is the coffee, Blue Sumatran. So it's Indonesian. It's one of the other islands in the archipelago, as is Bali as well. And what does it say? Pull to open. Oh, okay. Oh, and it's resealable. Excellent. Pull to open. Lovely. Oh, perfect. Oh. Just a few. Don't want to overdo it. Right, little bit of noise when I grind. Oh, crikey, that's enough to make me feel woo. I like to do it quite finely. That's what we used to do with the Balinese coffee. I'm going to put this back in the freezer to keep it fresh. That's great, that resealable opener. Brilliant. Coffee Direct. And this is Sumatran, and it was roasted on the 19th of May. So it was roasted kind of last week. You can tell. Kettle on. Put this back in the freezer. I never pour boiling water onto coffee. I always let it go off the boil, just let it settle for a bit. I'm going to put this remainder into a Tupperware and put it in the fridge. We used to have a really good round Tupperware. I'm going to try and find that. You know, this is the thing about Tupperware. You can never find... There are plenty of lids, but where are the bloody Tupperwares? I'm going to have to take control of that Tupperware cupboard. Right, let's get this hot water poured. I'm only going to do halfway. I'm just going to give it a quick stir. Right, let's just let that brew for a couple of minutes. Yes, so that coffee can go in there. And that grinder can stay out. Let's just put that in the fridge. Oh, is that the one for that? Yes, it is. Fridge. I drink my coffee black. Mainly because we have oat milk, and actually I don't like the taste of oat milk in coffee or tea. I have tea black as well. People do occasionally serve me tea and coffee with milk, and I don't mind. I will drink it, but I prefer it black with just a little sugar. Yeah, I do like a little bit of sugar. I have got a Turkish, one of those percolators. I've got a couple of those, but I've just put it in the sink with a little bit of vinegar because it looks so it wasn't cleaned out properly the last time it was used, and that was quite a while ago, so I'm making sure that it's really clean. Right, let's enjoy this coffee. Not too strong. Lovely. Paul likes it stronger. And I just have a level teaspoon of sugar. That's it. I don't have it strong because I don't want to feel too jittery or edgy. I just want to enjoy a mild caffeine buzz. Cheers. almost getting this something almost clovey. There's a spiciness to it. Delicious. I'm going to enjoy that. Yeah. I need to get on with some work now. I'm developing photos at the moment from Swanage, and I'm putting my vlog together while Paul is out. So I better get on with that. I'll see you later. Morning. I've got bedhead. Yeah, haven't done my hair this morning. Haven't done anything this morning yet other than have breakfast, put a wash on. What else have I done? Had coffee. Show you this little coffee mug. Look at that, isn't it gorgeous? It's Czechoslovakian. And it's got a saucer as well. I bought it from an antique shop many, many years ago in central London. Where was it? I think it was in the Russell Square area, somewhere like that. But yes, so we've had coffee. This morning is breezy again, feeling cool. The sun has been out, but it's greying over. I think we might have some rain, which is good because it's Bank Holiday Monday and it'll keep people out of their gardens. Somebody's working on something somewhere, which is a damn cheek on Bank Holiday. It really is, you know. I mean, I know people have to do things, but people want to chill out on Bank Holiday and be in their gardens in peace, you know. But somebody's drilling something somewhere. It's probably next door. But there's no work going on in the building site, which is good because on Friday, it was Friday, yeah, when we got back from Swanage. Was it Friday? Yeah, it was something like, I think it was 4 minutes past 8. I clocked them leaving. 4 minutes past 8 in the evening, they were working until, which is crazy. And if I see my neighbours, I will speak to them and mention it. Anyway, I've got a few things to do today, a few bits and pieces to share with you. So I'm going to get started with those things now. I need to have a tidy round in here as well. And I really want to do some cookery. Just wanted to show you a couple of things. So I accidentally dug these up the other day, Nigella. And I put them in this vase before we went to Vivi's and they really lasted well in a vase, which is quite surprising. So I wonder if those seed heads will actually develop. But what I wanted to share with you is the basil. You saw that I took some cuttings last week. Well, the plant itself is doing really well. And I'm very happy to say that this has developed roots. It's only taken about a week. This one as well, I think. Oh, yeah, that's developed roots as well. So those need to be planted up. And we'll create 2 more basil plants, which I'm really pleased about. That should be enough. Just going to make a little hole in each one. Really pleased about that. Hopefully it'll grow really well. Just going to pop it in gently. Cover. Good water in. There we are. in. So there we are. I will keep you posted on their progress. It's Monday afternoon. It's gone really dark. Looks like it's about to absolutely chuck it down. I think we've had a little bit of rain while I was asleep. I had an afternoon nap. I really needed it and really enjoyed it, so I don't care. Let me turn you around. Very grey, very breezy. Typical bank holiday weather. Isn't it bizarre? Bank holiday, the minute the weather gods get knowledge that it's a bank holiday, the weather changes. But you know what? It keeps the gardens at the back quiet. Yeah, don't have to contend with screaming petunia and tarquill in their back gardens. I'm going into the bedroom because I need to put some clothes away. So I'm going to get on and do these things now. Yeah. It's been so cold as well. So cold. After all that lovely, lovely weather that we had, I think at the beginning of May, it's turning out to be a disappointment the end of May. I wonder what the rest of the summer is going to be like. Trying to keep my drawers neat since the tidy up, but I've realised that I probably need to go through my t-shirts again and be a bit more ruthless. Oh, I can hear the wind chime in the bathroom blowing. Very, very windy, very turbulent atmosphere at the moment, which is typical for May. Paul's been folding his clothes in a very lovely way, but no, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. That was a bit of a shock. What he's done, he's opened up a new packet of t-shirts and just popped them in. That was a real shocker then. I thought, geez, Paul's been folding things. No, he hasn't. Well, they don't fit like that, Paul. They can go in there. Those shorts can go in there. Don't really fit, but hey, shirts. This is Paul's shirts in here and Paul's trousers, although this bit is underused, so yeah, whatever. Okay. That's my nightshirt. I love this nightshirt. Had this a good few years now. I've loved nightshirts for a number of years. This is really long and very comfortable. It's very soft material. I think it's man-made material, but it's very soft to wear and pleasant, and I pop it where nightshirts should go, under the pillow. Morning. Cheers. Just having my morning coffee in my lovely little cup. I find this is just enough for me without making me feel too edgy or too high. This is the other coffee, Smoky Joe's, I think it's called. Totally different to the other one. This is definitely more chocolatey. Not as spicy as the other one. But very smooth. And I've not made it too strong. I use the percolator, the little sort of Turkish coffee type thing. I don't know what you call them. And I've just filled the thing that you put the coffee into, the receptacle, only halfway. You don't need to fill them up. And it makes just enough for 2 of these and a big mug for Paul. So I've just taken it up to him. He's on some kind of video conference with Company's House. It's some kind of panel that he's sitting on. Don't know what it's all about, but it all sounds very official and important. Excuse me. Delicious. It is a very tiny little cup. I sort of feel like I've grown in size, like in Alice. All it needs is a little label saying drink me. So today, Tuesday, had a good sleep, which is great because I felt as though I needed a good sleep. Building works has started this morning. Not too bad, thank goodness. I think, fingers crossed, I think they got over the noisiest phase, the digging and the cutting and dismantling of the old stuff that has gone. But I tell you, it looks a right mess, that building site. It really does. It doesn't look very organised from where I'm standing. But I'm not an expert, no. So today, what is happening today for me? I don't really know what I'm going to be doing today. I must admit, some days I do find it quite hard to get motivated. And not having a structure, a proper structure to my day, really. I haven't established a proper structure, which in some ways is good because it's nice to have a sense of freedom, but in some ways it's not, because I am guilty of drifting a little bit. So I'm hoping, again, I've said this twice now, hoping to do some more cookery videos, trying to get some inspiration. Although I have to say Vivi has inspired me. I think I've mentioned that already. So yeah, and I really do need to get some gardening done because with all the wind that we've had recently, there are quite a few leaves, especially the palm tree leaves, which have fallen. So they need tidying up before they build up too much. So yeah, but rain is forecast and we have had rain first thing this morning, quite a heavy shower. I heard it when I was in bed, when I was waking up. So we'll have to see how the day goes, but I think I'll probably be starting the day off with some tidying and some vacuuming and dusting, as usual, because that does need to be done. And there seems to be a slight increase in dust, clearly because it's coming over from the building site. So yeah, so I'll catch you later. You know, I spoke too soon earlier when I said I thought the major part of the noise was over. There's been a lot of noise this morning, a lot of banging, a lot of, you know, not drilling, but what are those things that they use? You can probably hear it. I've got the air filter on in here because I can smell sort of buildingy sort of smells, you know, dusty sort of smells. So just made a lovely curry for lunch, really fancied something warm, and it was absolutely gorgeous, really tasty, and just what the doctor ordered on a day like this. Grim, horrible day, it really is. So we've enjoyed that. By the time you see this, you'll have seen it, so I'm not going to feature it on this vlog. But it's been so wet. So wet. Hold on. You probably can't see the raindrops. Or you just about can. Very wet morning. Torrential rain at one point. So just the kind of day to be indoors, eating some gorgeous, warming, spicy hot food. Lovely. Yeah. Not much else to report. I've got some work to do now because I need to put this video together, this cookery video. I need to put this onto the vlog. And yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Morning. I've been awake since 4:30 this morning, and it is now coming up to 9 o'clock. Yeah, I got up about 5:30, made tea, enjoyed the quietness of the early morning. I think we had some rain overnight, and it's rather cloudy, but it's sunny at the moment. But there are clouds scudding past because it's still breezy. I've never known it this breezy constantly for days on end. How lovely. So, Paula's gone off for Earth's sake, first thing. So he's working down there today. My plans for today, I'm not too sure. Housework, definitely. Maybe a little more cooking. I've got a couple of ideas in my head of things to share with you. Definitely a little bit of gardening. Depends on how cold it feels outside, because it looks cool and it feels cool inside. Usually it's warmer outside than in on a day like this. We're kind of getting to that stage where temperature sort of starts to equalize and rise outside. So, I mean, we should do. It's nearly June. Goodness sake. Yeah, so I'm going to start my day with some computer work, get this vlog wound up and in the bag and uploaded and all of that. Yeah, must be 9 o'clock. Is it 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock? No, it's 9 o'clock. Yeah, I just need to make a start at my day. That's the hardest part, I find, just starting the day and getting on with things. So it's usually the key for me is housework. I think I've said that before. So let me make a start and say thank you very much for watching this week. I hope you've enjoyed it, especially the parts with Vivi. And I will see you on Friday for the live show at 6 p.m. British summertime. Thank you. Take care. Toodle pip.